Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel. So really good to have you with us. Today is really exciting because today we are starting a new collaboration. Collaboration is called Out With a Bang, the last days of summer. And this is being hosted by myself and Julie from Julie's Papercraft. And it's a collaboration in partnership with the Junk Journal Ideas and Inspirations Facebook group. All of the information will be in the description box below. We are hosting 31 days of fun-filled ideas and inspiration. There will be a different crafter, different creator, at least one on each of the 31 days. Some days have got 2 people. And again, the full list of the collaborators will be in the description box below. Along with their YouTube channels, and I know they'd love to have you pop over and see what they're up to. If you'd like to support them, then obviously a like, a comment and a subscription goes a long way. There's also going to be a playlist in the description box below where you can access each of the daily videos from each of the collaborators for easy access. We hope that you're going to join in the fun, and if you are going to craft along with us, then please use the hashtag, which is going to be JJII out with a bang, and I will pop that on screen now in any of your postings, and we can follow along with you. That would be fab. There's a couple of themed kits available for the collaboration. There's 2 kits that I'm going to bring you, and there is a kit that Julie will bring you. My kits are based on poppies, and poppies is one of the flowers for August. Julie is going to be bringing you gladioli, which is another flower for the month of August. I've got 2 kits. The kits are original poppies and grungy poppies. And Julie's is, as I said, gladioli. The kits are, and the links for the kits are going to be in the description box below. There is going to be a 50% discount code for anybody who wants to purchase those kits throughout the month of August, but it's really not essential. You can craft along with us using whatever it is that you've got to hand. So I'm going to quickly run through these 2 kits with you, just to give you a bit of a flavour of what we've got. So this is the original poppies kit, which is the very neutral, earthy tones, and obviously with the red poppies that do pop off the page. Really beautiful flowers to be working with. This kit brings a lot of different colours as well, so I've tried to incorporate some greens into the kit. Lots of different choices of pages, and in addition to the journal pages, there are a series of ephemera pages, which we'll get to now shortly. They're your blank pages and your writing pages, and now we're on to the ephemera pieces. So we've got some large tags. We have got some smaller tags. We've got some library cards. We've got some large and smaller tickets. We have got some pockets, index style pockets. We've got some side pockets, and these ones here, I've got some old wording on that, which has been corrected in the kits, but these are your side pockets, and there's just some little embellishments if you wanted to use those as well. Some larger pockets. We've got a bit of a kind of a folio type thing here, where you're just going to literally fold these 2 pieces over, and there's loads of pieces to embellish that with. We've got the file folder. We've got some envelopes and some more envelopes. We've got some faux washi, some frames, some postcards, some cluster makes, just different components you would use to make up some clusters. We've got some fussy cats. And then there are going to be some freebies as part of this kit. There's going to be freebies for both kits, but these ones here are some of the freebies that are going to be available for this kit, and they will be in the files section and the event section in the Junk Journal Ideas and Inspirations Facebook group, so you can grab them there. The next kit is the Poppy Grunge. I absolutely adore grunge. Again, still the same brown earthy tones, but I really thoroughly enjoyed putting this one together. There's lots of elements that are kind of the same, using the same images, just different variations for this one. So yeah, I'll just run through these quickly for you. This one here has got a gold overlay, which I don't think you can see particularly well. There is a series of portrait, and again, gold overlay on this one. There's a series of portrait and landscape images in this kit here. We've got a softer tone background here. We've got some pops of blues and greens in these ones here. We've got some more detail, like a collage type detail in these ones here. We've got one here with some books, just because it's a little bit different, with some text. These are the portrait versions, which are great for things like file folders and the like, or if you're doing some of the bigger journals. And again, use the pops of colour. And then we've got the ephemera pages. So we've got, again, some tags, some smaller tags. We've got the pockets, file folder style, some of the larger pockets. We've got file folder, and then we've got some mixed ephemera pages here. So there's a series of different types of ephemera pages. Some of it's smaller, so it suits some of the smaller journals. And again, the same with this one, but this is with the pops of green element. And then we've just got a few with some kind of backgrounds, different backgrounds, just in case. Trying just to get make sure that we're reaching everybody and getting a little bit of what somebody will like in both of these kits. This one here, we've brought some more blues in. Love these. And then again, there's a mixed ephemera page based on the blues that have been brought into this kit. So there's lots of kits, and as I said, there will be freebies in the Facebook group page, so please check those out as well. I think that is it in terms of what you need to know. I'll just pop those to one side. I think that is it in terms of what you need to know. For my project, because there was so much information to go through, and I've also been really been unwell lately. I've been in and out of hospital for the last couple of weeks, so I do have to say a huge thank you to Julie, because she has really stepped up and picked up on a load of the communication kind of side of the collaboration while I wasn't able to. So huge thank you to Julie for that. We have each collaborator for each day being given a prompt. So the theme is last days of summer, out with a bang, and there will be a prompt that each collaborator will work towards. My first day is day one, and that is, it's actually, my prompt is joyful. So I've decided to utilise the kits that I've got, but I'm also going to incorporate some of Tracie Fox's joyful images into my project, because I absolutely adore this kit. It will again be in the description box below if anybody is interested. I'm just going to get myself sorted, and I will be back with you shortly. Okay, so as I said, for my project. I really haven't had a huge amount of time being able to put something together, so I went for something really, really quick and easy, and that is going to be bringing you these little Matchbox boxes. So these are great for holding some of your ephemera. They're really, really simple, easy matchbook boxes. You will get the template that you can use. There will be a number of templates. There's going to be this here if you want to take a screenshot of this if you don't have a printer. And these are basically the measurements for you. And you can create your own template for this. So this one here is the outer box, this is the inner box, and these are just the toppers that we've used. So the outer box, this is 0.9 centimeters. This one here is 10.8 centimeters across, 1.9 centimeters deep, and of course 10.8 centimeters across. That one there is going to be 10.8 centimeters across, 1.9 centimeter deep. The actual width of these ones here is going to be, so that is 7.3 centimeters, and this one will probably be 7.4. So they are the measurements. The easiest way I find to do this, if you haven't got a printer, is literally take your kind of measurement outline here. So we know this one's 10.8 at the widest part. This one here is going to be your 7.3 plus your 0.9 plus your 1.9 plus your 7.4 plus your 1.9. So you've got your outside kind of measurements. And I always kind of create a grid that I can then kind of map my measurements within, and it makes it a lot easier then to put the measurements in place as long as you're starting from a central point here. I hope you kind of know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that is, if you don't have a printer, really, really easy to put one of these together yourselves. If you do have a printer, there will be a couple of options. You'll have the template like this, so you can print it directly onto paper if you're choosing. But there will also be there'll also be three actually, with each of these styles here. So you can print them as they are and use them without having to use any of your own materials or papers or digitals. So I've already cut out my templates, okay, and there's 4 elements to these templates, and they're really, really simple to use and put together. It's a really quick, simple project. I love to use tins. I am an absolute tin junkie to keep all my ephemera in, but sometimes the tins can be really expensive, and sometimes they're just, you know, it's just not what you want. These are great because you not only print them you not only print them out to size, change your percentage when printing. You're going to have bigger or smaller ones, but they're not, you know, they don't break the bank. There's a couple of caveats I would say. I've printed these on a 300 GSM card. You need something fairly sturdy. I bought some really cheap GSM card on Amazon, and I used it for these, and it's worked out great. You may have to play with some of the sizes and the kind of areas here, depending on where you score. And the reason I say that is because sometimes these can be quite a tight fit. And if you get your score in even just a millimetre or so out, they can be really, really tight. So you may have to play around with some of your measurements. But as a rule, the kind of template works really, really well. So I'm going to use, there's 2 options. You can use a scoreboard to make your scores, which is really, really quick and simple. If you don't have a scoreboard, I'll go through now with you. Oops, sometimes a scoreboard can be more problematic than it's useful. That's what I kind of find sometimes. So I'm just making some scores in here. If you don't have a scoreboard, what you can do is use a ruler and literally put your ruler against your score line, because there are lines already on these. Turn that around because I've got paint or ink or something on that side. So you're literally going to do this, and all I tend to do then is use a bone folder and gently create your score line. And sometimes that actually gives you a better score line than your scoreboard, especially when you're dealing with such, precise kind of lines and measurements. So again, just going to pop that in there. Oh, I've got glue on there, that's why that's not working very well. So you don't need a scoreboard. If you've got one, then yeah, they do tend to be quite easy. But if you don't, just use your ruler. I am going to use a scoreboard for these bits here. Once you've scored your paper, then I didn't do those. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I did those. Yeah. So once you've scored, literally just going to fold against the score lines, so you've got a good starting point. I've printed these on backing paper just because I didn't want them to look white inside, but you just do you. Literally whatever it is that you fancy, just definitely do you. I'm going to quickly ink along each of these lines here, just to give it a little bit more grunge and get rid of any of the white areas. So these are my kind of templates then that have been inked and put together. I'm going to use this one here as my topper, and I'm going to use some of or one of the images from Tracie's kit. As I said, it's the Joyful Youths kit. I absolutely adore it. It's got so many fabulous images, and all I'm going to do is use this to add a little bit of extra kind of detail. And the kit is fabulous. It goes with any background pretty much. Who knew poppies and kids would go so well? But they do. So I'm going to have that one there. I've also got these that I printed out. They're not actually with the kits, but you can use these. You can make these yourselves. Just use some of the backing paper, the remnants of the backing paper, and just create yourselves some little labels to put on your boxes. And you can either write on them, or if you've got stamp blocks, you can put stamp blocks on them. Literally do whatever you want, and the labels can go wherever you want them to go. So depending on how you're going to store the boxes. So if you're going to pop these boxes in a drawer like this, you might want your labels here, or if you're going to do them here, you might want your labels there. You might even want your labels on the front. I'm not going to pop my label on the front because I don't want to get rid of that picture. I don't want to kind of cover it up. What I'm probably going to do is have it on this piece here. Now the other thing I want to do is just add a little bit of extra embellishing. So let me just grab my stamp. And I am going to go with I'm going to use some archival rather than the Distress ink, because I think that will it'll dry better and quicker for a start, but also it does look really good. A nice black dark colour, looks really good. So all I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take my outer cover and I'm just going to pop some stamping just to add a little bit of extra interest. And I'm going to do these in all shapes, all directions, just because it doesn't really matter what, you know, directional you're using with this one. So just to give it a little bit of added extra, and then I am going to, I think, pop my label by here. Like that. To put this together is super simple. This is going to be our outer piece, okay, and this then is going to be our front top section. So this is where I'm going to pop my topper. And that's going to go on there like that. I'm going to use some tape, I think, on this, purely because the glue might not necessarily work. Just think what's going to be glued there. So I'm going to pop that on there like that. The glue, I say the glue's not going to work, it's going to work, but it might not kind of dry fast enough for what I'm looking for here. So ignore me if that doesn't make sense. Okay, so literally going to peel this off. And this one here is going to go underneath this piece here. So what we're going to do is we're going to line that up, and that is going to be our first join. And that is our outer case. With this one here, again, it's really simple to put this one together, and I'm going to use tape again, but you can use glue or anything else that you're working with. I'm going to put this tape on the what looks like the outside pieces here. And then when we fold these over, these are actually going to glue inside of our box. So we are going to take these two pieces here, first of all, and we're going to fold them over here, like so. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to match up these corners, just like that. And the same over here, we're going to fold it inside and we're going to match up these corners here. And then we are going to be gluing our inside flap. So I've just put some tape in there. I'm going to take that off there. I am going to add some glue to this. We're going to fold this over here, and you'll actually find you have like another lip, which is this small little piece on the ends here. So I'm folding this in like this with the lip on the inside. I'm going to do exactly the same over here. So we're going to take this off here, fold it inside, and match those corners up. And the same with this one here. Take off the film. Fold it on the inside, match up these corners, and just make sure that that sticks. We're going to grab some tape for our inside flap, which will go here. And as I said, I'm also going to use a little bit of glue for this one, just to make sure it sticks. So we're going to fold that inwards, and that bottom lip is going to also kind of just sit on the base of our box there. And then I'm going to use this extra piece that I've got here, which was one of the choices of 2 toppers. And I'm going to pop that on the inside here. 1, because it adds a little bit of extra interest, and 2, because it just makes it a little bit more sturdy. And that sits inside there. And that is your Matchbox. As I said, you can print these out smaller if you want to, but they are really, really cool for holding ephemera and other little pieces, bits and pieces. If you aren't inclined to use tins, or it's not an option for you, then these are a really quick, easy and pretty cheap alternative to those. But they do look pretty cool, and as I said, you keep these and they stack up really, really well, and yeah, they hold quite a lot as well. So that is my offering for day 1 of the collaboration, and as I said, my prompt was joyful, so I went with Tracie Fox's Joyful Youths kit. This is the grungy poppy kit. You can embellish this even more if you want to. I was going to put some brads and all sorts on, some, you know, make it really pretty, some nice little brads there just to add a little bit of interest, but you do you. As I said, sorry, I really haven't had the time to kind of get an awful lot done before today. It's snuck up on me before I've even known it, but we are here, and I am really, really excited and looking forward to see what every other collaborator brings. Please check out their videos and support them. I will leave it there, and as always, just say stay well and stay safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Until then, bye for now.